Going back, Rivers with the spoil, helped out. Chance though here for the Eagles though. Hill kicked 3 goals last week. Not 15, and Shuey wanted the free kick and made sure he got it. He's good for a goal again, Luke Shuey. And that's going to hold its line, and that's the first goal of the afternoon here at Patersons Stadium.
Of Melbourne down the track, they've got to be able to hit some targets.
Well, that's you can see with Nat Nui here. This is that loose man in defence. Now you've got to be patient, Jared.
In his first game for the year and third overall, is up against Dean Cox, 4 or 5 times All-Australian, and he is under the pump.
Waters from 60 metres out says, "I'll just kick a goal. Don't worry about all this messing around." Cox decides to go towards Lynch. Garland got the spoil in. Scott Selwood again. What a quarter he's having. A bounce. Inside 50. On the boundary. Scott Selwood. He's having an afternoon he may not ever forget. What a brilliant goal. Kicks to the space. Allows Darling to run at it. Prittis was hoping for the crumb front and square. Beautifully done to Scott Selwood. Already with a goal. Scott Selwood has 2. They should have enough time here, Melbourne, to sort things out. Grimes to Magna. Wants to give it back to him. And he goes back to Frawley, who's standing still, and he's going to run out of room. And Nick Natanui's lurking. Off to Kerr. 40 metres out. Wonderful pressure from the Eagles. A wonderful goal.
Classic difference between the two sides, though. Shuey comes back through the middle and kicks the ball high up, expecting one of his tools to mark it. Melbourne are going wide.
Again, it's the pressure. Again, they force the turnover. And again, they kick the goal. This time, it's Hams. Clearing kick out. Seller pushed off it by Schofield. Now, he's got pace when he gets clear. And he kicks into the pocket. Natanui the target. And he's got it. Eagles.
He's got the player out wide.
Important 4 minutes here for Melbourne. They're going to make sure they don't get outscored.
Rosa with vision. Waters.
Go long bomb.
He's just gone straight onto the chest of the cue stick, and he'll have a ping.
Natanui or Cox sitting there.
They hit the last one super sweet.
Yeah, it was a beautiful kick, the first one. That's not bad either. Quentin, 2 from 2. Kerr, Prittis, reels off of him. Darling the target. Hill is the crummer. Bit going on behind play, but it's the big men again up forward for the Eagles. Cox gives it to Marston. From outside 50, goes to the square. Kennedy.
Unbelievable at one stage, and the Demons, after putting in a shocker last week after that time, have got to come to the party.
Kennedy gets his first. The margin now over 10 goals for the Eagles.
You know, on those odds, that's about what it is in footy, and we're not seeing the attempted running from the Demons.
Well, here's another kick out that's gone straight to
Adam Selwood.
It'll be interesting to see how many Brownlow votes he gets this year.
Long kick in from Trengove. No one there to crumb, though, for Melbourne, as Mackenzie does so to Kerr, to Scott Selwood. Smith linking up.
Transition's been unbelievable.
And they're away here. Scott Selwood to get past the tackle.
Humpy's down.
Humpy down in the middle of the ground. Marston's not down. He's up, and he's out in front of Darling, who loves to play on. Takes a bounce. Handball over the top. It's not pretty. That's not pretty. It's still messy from Kennedy. And Josh, they may still get a goal.
Jeez, worked hard.
Can you believe it? McDonald as the kick forward. Chance for the Eagles. Have they got a crummer? Not yet. Darling lurking. So too Kennedy. The big men do so well at ground level for the West Coast. Marston slips it out to another big man in Lynch. They're everywhere. It is the land of the Giants. Trying to measure the pass. It's a good runner, Gaff, isn't he? He just ran hard to get away from the first one to get to the next one. Kicks a good one too. To Hill. Scott Selwood was cruising past. Darling runs into some space. Here they go again. Beautiful kick to Darling. His last goal was pretty messy. This one is pretty clean. 3 to Darling, and the onslaught continues. Marston's got some space. He could have taken a bounce there, but he decides to kick into the pocket. He wants Natanui, and he's got him. So Natanui. From inside 50. Not bad. Kicks the goal. Watts overruns it. Schofield doesn't. Prittis to Schofield. What an athlete. Spins out of trouble. Gets past McDonald. Here's Darling again. He'll play on. It's another goal coming up for the West Coast Eagles. Jack Darling kicks his 4th, and doesn't he love it? Fumble. Mackenzie off the toe poke. Selwood to win a free kick again.
Gee, the Selwood boys, they just drop at the hips, don't they?
And that's not a bad finish from Adam Selwood. Searching handball out towards Bartram. Beaten to it, though, by Gaff. Here's Lynch. Oh, the party continues for the big man. Kennedy's going to be second at the ball here. Tries to use his body to get rid of Frawley. Kerr shrugs the shoulders. We've seen him do that for 10 years. Now Gaff, clear. In space. Left foot.
Too easy.
Goal. The 100-point margin has been breached. Over to Grimes. Kicked forward. Seller the target. Beautifully picked up by Schofield. To Smith, to Glass. Quick hands needed. Hearn on the end of it. He's got players in the middle.
Great kick.
He's got a couple to pick from. Gaff goes wider and they're streaming forward here. The handball over the top is the option. Waters the next one. Will he go to Hill or will he just bang it through for his second of the afternoon? How's that for transition? How's that for a terrific side?
Just love the way Darren Glass knows his limitations. Beautiful kick earned in the corridor.
Schofield out in front of Lynch. Almost the big man marked it. And he's trying to just fish it out towards Smith. It finally gets there. And numbers went out. A chance for Hill. He's helped out a few times. He's set a few up. And he bangs that one through. Margin back to 100 points. There's a little bit of party trick stuff going on here. And here's Cox, though. Top of the square. It's been productive for them. Rosa had a fair piece of it. Crumbing Scott Selwood. He's got his third. That's a personal best for Scott Selwood. Pretty definitive on that.
Yeah, he was.
The champion.
Well, there's rules and there's rules.
Jacko's rules.
Schofield gets it from Adam Selwood. Standing on his own is Hill. Now he's within range. Right behind him there. Looks pretty good.
Geez, talented with this bloke.
He's enjoying his new start at his new club. That's his third.